So what we're going to work on today is the interesting and neat relationship between the shoulders and the hips. The hips and shoulders are analogous joints, so they do the same thing. They have the same range of motions. It has same degrees of freedom, so it can flex and extend. It can adduct and abduct, and it can internally and externally rotate. The shoulders can do the same thing. They can flex and extend. Oh, look at that. Flex and extend at the shoulders. You can adduct and abduct, and you can internally and externally rotate. So they do the same thing, but what sets the two sets of joints apart is the hips are load-bearing and the shoulders are not. And that's why when you even see animals run, everything drives from the rear body and then they touch the ground and they drive from the rear of the body. It's only a recovery place with very light contact if they're running correctly. So the shoulders don't do a whole lot of load-bearing, and in the weird occasions when someone has developed a lifestyle where they're upside down, like gymnasts, the shoulders get huge. They get much bigger than the hips. And so we're going to look at how to open up the shoulders through opening up the hips. So we're going to start from here. You guys have already done it, but we're going to roll. We're going to roll with our feet parallel, chest up. First chakra, your pelvic floor is on. Second chakra, your lower abs are on. Third chakra, we're closing up the rib cage as we lift tall through the heart. You're just rolling out your foot. Try to keep your feet parallel. That is probably among the hardest things to do. So really get that foot to run parallel. Like, yes, there you go. Smiles are up, abs are engaged. And then delineate both parts of your foot. So we have the gravitational portion, which is your footprint. That's the heel, the lateral aspect of your foot, the ball of your foot, and your toes. And then we have the non-gravitational part, which is the arch of your foot and in between your toes. Is that Gillen? Okay. And then switch sides. We're rolling out the bottom of the foot. The abs are nice and tight. Jaws relaxed, feet are parallel. Whew. Notice if one side's sore than the other. Notice what it feels like to be on the footprint versus the non-gravitational portion of your foot. Abs are nice and tight, your smiles are up. Okay. Now we're going to take the ball away and take the larger ball, put it underneath your left foot. Your heel goes down, abs are nice and tight, you're sucking your tummy. Heel is down. By heel is down, I mean to put the heel on the ground. Abs are nice and tight. So if you're tight, you can stagger your steps, but what you have to do is keep your feet parallel and keep your heel down. Abs are nice and tight, you're sucking in your tummy. And here we go. We're just gonna straight spine, hinge as far forward as you can, keeping your spine straight. And then come back, you're gonna push your hips forward, and then back. Keep your abs engaged. This is what protects your low back. You should feel no pressure in your low back. Abs are nice and tight. Draw your shoulder blades down and back. We're going for good posture.
Pulls on the outside.
Yes. You're going to feel a deep stretch in the gastroc and sometimes in that outer glute muscle.
Pelvic floor lifted.
Yes.
Connecting your pubic bone to belly button.
She was looking at you guys when she thought this up.
I have a constant reminder.
No. What number is that?
9. 10.
Okay, stay at the top, abs nice and tight, shoulder blades down and back, hip circles. Try not to move your head. Keep your abs engaged. Feel what it feels like to articulate all the vertebrae in your back, but stabilize through your abs. Remember to breathe. Opposite direction. You were one off.
No, you were one off.
Keep those abs engaged. Okay. Let's switch sides before I forget what we did. Feet are parallel, heel is down. So heel is down, feet are parallel. Abs are nice and tight. Shoulder blades are down and back. I already forgot what we did. We just bent forward and back. Yeah, okay, that's what I thought. We're gonna go forward, straight spine, and then come back up, straight spine. Abs are nice and tight. No pressure in your low back. If you feel pressure in your low back, it means you're rounding your spine. Suck at that tummy. Smiles are up. Keep breathing. Oh. See what this feels like, just to open things up, because we're gonna open up the shoulders. Notice if one side's tighter than the other.
9, 10.
Okay, what do we do after that?
Hip circle.
Hip circles, I knew that. No head motion, your head's still. Suck in your tummy. Keep breathing.
10.
Opposite direction.
10.
Okay. We are gonna go immediately down onto one knee. Usually we hang out on our feet for a little bit longer. You're gonna go down on one knee. You're gonna have the roller in your left hand. Abs are nice and tight. You're sucking your tummy. First, second, third chakras are on. We're gonna stretch forward. You're gonna arch, keep your abs engaged, no pressure in your low back, but then you're gonna send your butt back. You're gonna stretch your arm forward. So it's forward, backwards. Abs nice and tight. Suck in your tummy. It's gonna open up a shoulder as well as your hips and your hamstrings.
This is solely when you're stretching here.
The rectus femoris. Yeah.
Because it's outward.
Yeah. Keep your abs engaged, long spine.
10.
Okay, good. We're gonna switch sides. Abs are nice and tight. Here we go. Same thing, abs are engaged, heads over top of block, hips forward, hips back, hips forward, hips back. Don't worry, Gillen, we'll do that again. Abs are nice and tight. So you're gonna find out how your hips and your shoulder are related in a single action of doing this exercise. If your hips can't open up, your shoulder can't open up, or your shoulder will open up artificially. Take your arm straight forward, yeah. And there you go. What number is it?
10.
10?
10.
Okay, come back to your feet. For Gillen's sake, you're gonna put your ball on the block of your foot. No, don't worry, it's all part of the sequence. Okay, we're gonna open up the shoulders simultaneously as you go forward, and then you're gonna come all the way up. Abs are nice and tight, you're sucking your tummy. No rounding your spine, no pressure in your low back, your knees, or your neck. It should be in muscles and not joints. Keep breathing, Annie.
Keep your pelvic floor lifted, your abs engaged.
Okay, and then we're just gonna stretch out. You can bend your right knee as you do this. You can stretch out with that right hand. You can take the left hand back behind you. Spine is straight, opening up the shoulder. Chest up. There we go. So you're gonna feel your glute max being stretched on this as well as your soleus, your gastroc. Abs are engaged. You can rotate more to the left. And good, come all the way up again. Arms go over the top of your head. You're sucking in your tummy. We're going side to side as you're leaning back. So the calf muscles really involve the shoulders. So shoulder problems started all the way down in your calves way back when. Okay, let's switch sides. So block goes under the ball of your right foot, abs are nice and tight. You're sucking your tummy, shoulder blades are down and back. And we're gonna do it again. You're gonna hinge forward, open up your shoulders, come on back up again. You don't wanna feel any pressure in your low back because you're activating your abs and your lats. Notice if one side was tighter than the other. The side that's tighter than the other is tighter than the other. So stretch it open. When you come up, really push your hips forward. You want your hips to go forward and then come on back down. All the way forward, Annie. Hips. Hips, not chest.
Nice. 10.
Okay. You're gonna bend your left leg as the roller goes underneath your left hand. You're gonna reach out, you're gonna stick out your right booty cheek. Right leg is straight, abs are nice and tight. You can take your hand back behind you if you want, or on your hip, doesn't matter. Suck in that tummy. And then you can rotate more to the right as you reach more, opening up your shoulder. Suck in that tummy.
You guys have the same color nail polish on. What color do you? Oh, we do?
10.
This is what's nice about live classes. Okay, come on back up again.
You guys are friends. For a long time.
Okay, feet are parallel, knees are bent. We are going to start. Feet are hips width apart. Here's your ASIS. Here's your pubic symphysis. Midway in between is actual hips width apart. So it's closer than you think. Push down big toe and the corresponding metatarsal heads. Outer four toes and corresponding metatarsal heads, but mainly that pinky toe. And finally your heel. 1/3 the weight through the balls of your feet, 1/3 the weight through your toes, 1/3 the weight through your heels. Slightly bend your knees, turn them out. We're now in athletic ready posture where we're springing on the bottom, lifting tall through the top, heads into the riding reflex, shoulder blades are down and back, abs are nice and tight. You're gonna grab your roller again. You're gonna take it forward and you're just gonna move it side to side as you keep your spine straight, your butt out in that athletic ready posture. Range of motion on the shoulder, abs are nice and tight. As it opens up, you can deepen it if you like. Keep your spine straight, your abs are nice and tight. Yeah, you should feel it actually your booty and in your shoulder.
Nope.
Bend your knees more. Bend your knees a whole lot more. Chest up a whole lot more. There you go.
Okay.
Okay, let's just switch sides. So you're gonna just lower down. Open that shoulder up, rock it side to side. Nothing in the human body has a single function. So shoulder mobility decreases, then function of the lungs decrease, the heart, thyroid, thymus, liver, stomach, spleen, pancreas. You get the idea. Abs. You can lower down, but keep your spine straight. Bend your knees, booty out. Is it 10 yet?
Not since we lowered down. 10.
Okay, come back up. You're gonna grab a hold of your roller. Abs are nice and tight. You're gonna squeeze it like it's an accordion that's rusted. Shoulder blades are down and back. You're gonna bend your knees. Make sure those knees are bent. Your pelvic floor is on, your abs are on. You're gonna bring it up and down as you squeeze it. This is where you really see how short or long people's arms are. I can't really get it over my head without taking it almost out to my fingertips. And then if you can, take it back behind your head without bringing your head forward. Your head stays over the top of your pelvic floor. Abs are nice and tight. You're smiling up. No, Bill Clinton smiling. Or even worse, Harrison Ford smiling. Okay, good. Shoulder blades are down and back. You're still squeezing. You're just going to do a slight rotation left and right. Keep your abs engaged. These are sit-ups. Make sure those knees go forward. You're not twisting from your knees. You're twisting from your torsos.
Try to split the mat with your feet.
Annie, push your hips back. Yes. Ten?
9, 10.
Okay. This is where it's going to feel weird. You're going to take it back behind you and you're going to squeeze it. You got to roll your shoulder. In fact, let's do that a few times because it's such a good activity. You're squeezing the roller. You're going to draw your shoulder blades down and back and then forward. Down and back, forward. Each time you should be tightening your abs. Bend your knees. Your booty's slightly out on this one. Okay, good. Now, as you're squeezing it, you're going to move it away from your butt and back. Keep your butt sticking out, knees are bent. There you go. Abs are engaged. Don't use your neck.
If you are, you roll your shoulders back.
Yeah.
10.
Good. Go ahead, release the roller. As we now put the block underneath the ball of your left foot. Roller goes off to your right. Right leg goes back behind you. Your feet are parallel. You're on high heel in the rear. Your heel is down in the front. Abs are nice and tight, chest is up. Shoulder blades are down and back. Okay, good. Bend that front knee. Make sure that knee's over the top of your foot. You're sucking your tummy. We're doing sit-ups first. Suck it in, release. Suck it in, release. Suck it in, release.
Should I be able to see my toes, or I gotta go further forward?
You should be able to see your toes a little bit. But the ankle can be quite tight on this one. Abs are nice and tight.
So
Yeah.
that's what's keeping you from getting where you're supposed to with your ankle.
Right.
Yeah.
And then here we go. Abs are nice and tight. You're gonna reach forward. So this is as much a stretch on your shoulders as a working in your butt and your quad. Your spine is straight. Abs are nice and tight. You're sucking your tummy and tightening. You are not using your belly as an airbag. Push your hips back. Reach forward with that right hand. Come forward further than you think since you have the roller for support. But you should feel your butt and your quad working. What number is that?
8.
She counts wrong. I have to keep an eye on her.
10.
Okay, stay in this most forward position. Your abs are engaged. Don't move your head as you lift and lower that rear leg. Your foot always goes back to the same position. It's like a, what is it, water shear or shear water? How do you say it?
Sheer water.
Shear water. You always go back to the same spot. Bend that front knee, Annie. No, they also go back to the same place.
10.
And then we're gonna come back up again. Abs are nice and tight. Chest up. We're gonna pump our hips forward. Feet are parallel. Get used to finding feet parallel.
Nine, 10.
Okay, switch sides. Okay. Ball of your foot is on the block. Your heel is down. Your left foot is back behind you, parallel with the heel off the ground. Your knee is over the top of your foot. Your abs are nice and tight. You're sucking your tummy. We're going to hinge forward slightly as we start out with sit-ups. Suck in your tummy, bend that front knee, Annie. Suck in that tummy and release. Suck in your tummy, release. No pressure in your low back. You should feel it in your butt and your quad. If you don't feel it in that butt and quad, push your hips back further, chest up, shoulder blades down and back. Gonna get you aware of posture. Okay, and then here we go. We're gonna hinge forward, just as much as stretching your shoulder as it's working your glute max and your quad. Eyes up, smiles up. You can frown all the rest of the day, but you're not gonna do it now. You're gonna get hours worth of therapeutic smiling up. 10. I knew that was 10. Okay, keeping your head in the same position, you're gonna bend and straight, putting your foot back to the same place. Notice if one side's harder or easier than the other. Abs are nice and tight. If it's harder or easier, it just means there's muscular weakness or tightness. And you know, it's happening now?
10.
Good. Did we do anything else? No? Yes? No? Okay.
Oh no, we pump.
We pumped our hips forwards. Yes, pump your hips forward. I knew there was one more thing. Pump your hips forward. Take anything, pressure that accidentally went into your back. Put it into your calf. Abs are nice and tight.
10.
10? Okay. Okay, you guys aren't gonna like this, but we're gonna do this on level ground, so that's good. So what foot did we have forward last?
Last?
Yeah.
Forward last.
Okay, so we're gonna switch. Especially Annie's not gonna like this. You're gonna take this roller, you're gonna put it behind your head like that with your right hand, and your left hand's gonna put it against your butt. The goal here is not to bend the roller. I will help you, don't you worry. This is hard.
Especially if you have a ponytail.
Yes. Put your hand back here. And your other hand goes back here. I will help Annie bend her front knee. Okay, keep that roller against your butt. Youch. It's not fun stepping on a ball. What leg is forward?
Move quickly.
I am trying. Okay, rear heels off the ground. Abs are nice and tight. Feet are parallel, front knees bent. Abs. Here we go. We're gonna hinge forward. Come back up. You should feel this in your booty and nowhere else. We call this the booty and nowhere else exercise. Abs are nice and tight. Keep breathing. Ooh. Straight spine. Do not bend that roller. I don't want to see like arching rollers. I see straight spines. Relax your smiles.
8.
So now you can really see how you get shoulder problems
9.
if you don't keep your spine straight.
10.
Okay, let us switch. So just switch hands. This is easy.
Sure.
I don't care if you have had shoulder surgery. I will come help you.
Left to right.
Yeah. Slowly, slowly. There you go. There you go. Arr, 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 arr. And then hand around the backside, the place you're trying to avoid. Okay. What leg we have forward? We have our... Nope, wrong hand. This hand. I'll get it. Don't you worry. Get your feet parallel, rear heel off the ground. Abs are nice and tight. You're sucking your tummy. Shoulder blades are down and back. You're looking forward. You're not looking down. Abs are nice and tight. If not anything else, this will help you with your judo throws. Bend that front knee, Annie.
Axe throwing.
Axe throwing, yes. Or what's that Scottish like tree? You throw basically a tree or a log the length of a tree. What number are we on?
9. 10.
Okay, that is how we work it without working the shoulders. You can throw your roller around and then we can stretch our shoulders out. Should feel different. And then we have to do our Annie exercises. Okay, put the ball of your foot on the block. Abs are nice and tight. You're sucking your tummy. Shoulder blades are down and back. So we're just gonna lift and lower your heel. Lower your heel lower than the level of the block if you can, and then lift it back up again. Full range of motion. Make sure your knee goes straight forward, straight back, and it doesn't go to the side or out. Keep breathing. Keep your abs engaged, chest up, head up. No pressure in your low back.
10.
So roll onto the ball of your foot, not your tip toe. Yes, yeah, articulate your foot. We're gonna flip it over, do the equivalent. This is what Annie asked for this morning. She came in late and said, toes. Okay, we're gonna keep our feet parallel, knees bent, we're gonna squat. Don't let your ankle go out to the side, try to stay over the top of your foot. Abs are nice and tight, suck in that tummy, smiles are up. Do you need help, Annie? Yes, everybody loves this. Yes.
10.
Okay, then we're gonna step forward, put your toes on top of the block. All you're gonna do is bend and straighten your leg. Let's see, bend, that's it, bend, straighten. I knew I'd get it. You're stretching out the top of that foot. So when you hit your toes on the coffee table, there is no fracturing of toes. So help with your follow through on your golf swing, okay? Switch sides. Okay, here we go. We're gonna lift lower. Abs. Watch the alignment, knee over the top of your foot. Smiles are up.
Abs in.
Talk to you guys.
10.
Okay, flip your toes over. Need help, Annie? Make sure your butt comes out as you do this. It's not going forward, it's not this, it's this. There you go. And notice how, as we're stretching the top of the foot, where else it may hurt in your body because it's tight in your foot. It may hurt in your knees, it may hurt in your
10.
shoulders. Okay, now we can take that step forward as we straighten and bend our leg. Abs are nice and tight.
I don't understand that motion. Just like this?
Okay, stay there. Now straighten your leg, this leg. Yes, straight. There you go, and bend. And straight. There you go. Eyes up, smiles up, chest up, shoulder blades down and back.
10.
Okay. Let's see. We're doing shoulders. We'll do this one. We're gonna go back down on our left knee. This is gonna be interesting because you're gonna draw your shoulder blades down and back. Abs
I
are,
think you're making it up, is that right?
yeah, that's enough. It's what I'd love to see you guys do. Abs are nice and tight. Squeeze those shoulder blades down and back, or it's gonna be harder than you think. Okay, so this is the easy position. You're gonna take your leg back behind you. This is what makes it the hard position.
Interesting is not the word.
Rear leg is straight, shoulder blades are down and back. This is removing your knee and foot and ankle out of the equation. You have to use your butt and your abs and your lats. We're gonna hinge forward. Whoa. And then you're gonna come back up. You should feel all this work in your booty. Nothing in your low back. Abs are nice and tight. And your job is to keep your shoulder blades down and back. And this is where we cheat because we don't want to go down far enough with our hips. We open up the shoulders prematurely and take them out of biomechanical advantage. What number is that?
6.
Oh my God. You should feel your butt working, not your neck. You should also feel your hamstring a little bit. What number is that?
10.
Switch sides. Okay. We're gonna do the opposite side. Abs are nice and tight. Okay. We're gonna take our leg back behind us. Abs are nice and tight. You're sucking your tummy, shoulder blades are down and back. We're gonna hinge forward and come back out. You should feel this in your butt, a little bit in your quad. You should feel your abs and your lats stabilizing as you squeeze your shoulder blades down and back. Hold your balance.
My hamstrings just try to stick my butt out.
Yeah, a lot more. Take your foot back further. Even more. You have long, yes. That's actually a good hurt, believe it or not. It's scary. What number are we on?
9. 10.
Okay, good. You can come into kneeling now. See if you accidentally use your low back, you'll almost know immediately because your low back will be sore. And because Linda says it's too easy, we're going to use our little ball. And we're going to put it underneath our left butt cheek. Whoa. You're going to cross your left ankle over your right knee, like this. Oh, I'm so glad I did squats with Mario yesterday. Roll it out. Anything that feels sore is not because of the ball, it's because of how you clenched your butt all week long. Oh. Keep breathing. We'll wait for Annie to start. The count doesn't start till Annie's moving. On top of the ball. Keep rolling it out. Your goal is to open up your glute max and your piriformis muscle. Oh. Okay, Annie finally started. Oh. Okay, let's switch sides. Notice if one side's tighter than the other. If it is, there's a huge muscular imbalance. Notice if there's any referral into your knee. That's because of tight butt, not because you have knee problems. Oh. You can get the outside of your hip as well. Really go after a spot on your butt cheek that you're avoiding. So everyone's getting really pale looking. Because the crazy thing is to open up the shoulders, you have to open up the glute max muscle.
So much meaning behind tight ass.
Yes. Yeah, next time you see someone that's got a really tight ass, you're like, I bet you couldn't sit on a lacrosse ball. Okay, go ahead, straighten out both legs. See what your forward fold feels like. It should feel a whole lot safer is what we're looking for. You may not necessarily be deeper in it, you may be, but it should feel safer that you don't feel like you're gonna blow out your back because now your hips are opening up. Everyone's has enough equipment. Okay, so we're gonna take the roller, we're gonna put that behind your head. You're gonna put your shoulder, your block behind your shoulder blades. You're gonna have this ball, the fit ball, available. As the roller goes underneath your shoulder blades, and you watch out for the microphone. So the ball's underneath your head, block's underneath your shoulder blades. This ball goes underneath your low back, and finally your last block goes underneath your sacrum because we're gonna do sit-ups. But we're gonna do, oh, I don't have enough space, with your arms over top of your head. Mario will come help you if you're having troubles. But get in this position.
Let me change.
Okay, you're gonna keep your arms over the top of your head.
My shoulder.
Roll. Keep rolling down, and then your head will be on the roller.
Oh, got it.
And then, yep, this is actually going into your lower back.
Okay.
And your hips are gonna drop down onto the block. Let me swap that out too.
Your feet are
it'll be
parallel, your
kind of
hands are over
awkward
top of your
arch.
head.
Yeah. Yeah.
And now we start our sit-ups. You're gonna tighten your abs, try to pop the ball. You're not using your neck, you're not using your chest. You're not using your butt, you're not using your quads, but you are using your abs as you activate pelvic floor or first chakra.
Just
Close
hold
up third chakra, that's your upper abs, and then you're gonna drive your spine down using your abs. This will teach you to open up your shoulders with ab connection. Don't use your neck. We're not using the neck at all. Okay? Keep your abs engaged. You're going to take your heels off the ground. Continue to do the same thing. Suck in your tummy. Flatten out your spine. Arms are over top of your head. Now we're going to have some fun. You're going to also do sand angels as you tighten your abs and you release your abs. Keep your abs engaged. We don't like crunching, grinding, squeaking, or ratchety feelings in the shoulders because it's an oval joint, so it should be almost round, and it should definitely be smooth. Keep your abs engaged. Heels are off the ground. Hands are back over the top of your head again. Abs are tight. You're going to take your right foot off the ground and then put it back down. Left foot off the ground. Keep your spine crushing the ball. No pressure comes off the ball. You're trying to pop it the whole time. Keep breathing. Not yet. Yeah, we're just stabilizing right now. Oh, before we were pulsating, yes. Yeah, yeah. Okay. What number is that, Maria?
10.
10. Legs come off the ground. Abs are nice and tight. You're sucking your tummy. From this position, you're going to try to close up your rib cage, keep your pelvic floor on, tighten your abs, and release. Arms are over the top of your head. Now you're taking them out into the I'm hugging a very large person position. Abs are nice and tight. Back of hands against the ground as you tighten your abs and release. Tighten your abs, release. So the other connection we lose when we start getting shoulder problems is a connection to the abs. We're reconnecting now.
10.
Okay, legs go straight up in the air as your hands go straight up in the air. You're going to pulsate your abs down as you try to pop the ball. Pop the ball. Abs are nice and tight. Keep breathing. Suck that tummy in.
10.
Okay, feet back down on the ground. Hands can go by your sides. We're going to rest, and by resting, I mean keep your abs engaged, feet parallel, shoulder blades down and back, ribs closed. We're going to go for a little walk. Your abs are nice and tight. You're going to keep trying to pop that ball as you just do opposite hand to opposite foot. You shouldn't have a whole lot of movement other than your legs and your arms moving, so you shouldn't be bobbing up and down. Suck in that tummy. This will teach you to use your abs instead of your overly use your hip flexors.
I have a me-specific question.
Sure.
So, when I
20.
suck, I don't want a pelvic tilt, so I have to keep my back arched up and then try to suck in.
No, you're trying to flatten out your spine.
Okay, so
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
And then-
now you're going to straighten out both legs. Almost immediately, you're going to see if you accidentally use your hip flexors,
Extend
because
your
if you're
tailbone
sore in the
straight
front of
out.
the hips right here, use your hip
From under you,
flexors.
so
Arms
that
go to your
tilt doesn't
sides.
happen as
We're
you
going to
do
do our
your
sit-ups again. Suck in that tummy and release. Suck it in, release, close up your rib cage. Try to pop the ball with your spine. But here's a big thing. Do not clench your butt. Take your arms over the top of your head. Since Mario's not counting, it's come to my counting. 1, 2, buckle my shoe. 3, 4, shut the door. 5, 6, pick up the sticks. 7, 8, close the gate. 9, 10, start again. Abs are nice and tight. Arms come to your sides once again. We're going for a walk, opposite hand to opposite foot. So what we're trying to do is establish a connection from our abs to our extremities. Don't let your abs go. Don't let your back arch on this one. Do not clench your butt or you won't be able to do this. And we're working contralateral patterning. This is opposite hand, opposite foot. Keep breathing.
18, 19, and 20.
Okay, bend your knees, lift your booty up. Take the block out from behind your back. Leave the ball where it is. Your feet are on the ground, knees are bent. You're going to lower your butt to the ground and you're going to tighten your abs, lift your butt to the sky. Do not use your quad, do not use your booty, you're using your abs. This is mobilizing your lumbar spine, but more importantly, your intestines, your reproductive organs, your aorta, your vena cava, your liver, subject, spleen, and pancreas, bladder. Oh, such wonderful things are happening right now. Keep your abs engaged because this is still a sit-up.
9 and 10.
Okay. Put your hips into neutral as you try tighten your abs and pop the ball. Tighten your abs, pop the ball. Pop that ball. I want to hear balls going boom. Okay. How many is that?
9,
No.
10.
That's 12. Take your legs down. Abs are nice and tight. We're going to do more sit-ups. You're going to suck in your tummy and try to pop that ball. No pressure into your low back because you're tightening your abs. Don't clench your butt. Don't overly tighten your quads. Is that 10?
7,
Oh, that's close.
10.
Okay, keep your abs engaged. Do not wobble off the ball as you do opposite hand, opposite foot. Pretend there's a champagne glass on your belly that you do not want to spill a single drop. Abs are nice and tight. These are core stabilized exercises. Taking the work out of your neck because you're leaning against this roller. What number is that?
16. 20.
Okay, bend your knees. Lift your booty up. Take the ball out from underneath your back. Let your booty come to ground. Just stretch for a second. Okay, we're gonna sit up again. I'm thinking. We did good ab work there. We gotta do shoulder work. Okay, we'll do a tiny bit of pelvic floor work. Tiny. Linda, you could stack as many blocks as you need to. So you can have 2 blocks if you need to, or 1 block, but it's mainly a ball on top of a block is the big thing. We're activating the pelvic floor. Shoulder blades are down and back. The most important thing is that your head is over top of the ball. Draw your shoulder blades are down and back. You can put as many as 3 blocks if you need. I know, that's what the ice bath is for later, which I want to hear all about.
Since you're not going to do it.
Yes, never.
You do it.
I don't have ice machine. That's
You know
working.
where I live.
Abs are nice and tight. Here we go. Tighten your abs, release. Tighten your abs, release. Draw your shoulder blades down and back. This is the important thing.
Be careful what you ask for. And then
I'll have my snorkel.
and he'll be screaming and complaining the whole time until he gets in there.
I'll do what I did with Kai when we jumped off shipwrecks. I'm like, you go first.
But isn't that the whole thing? There's a term for it, like putting yourself out of your comfort zone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's
Yeah, putting someone else out of their comfort zone first, then you can. Okay, you're gonna take your arms. We're gonna do a little Broadway work. Chest is up, abs are nice and tight. Close up that rib cage, but chest up. You're just gonna pulsate those arms backwards. Pretend there's a pencil between your shoulder blades. All you're doing is squeezing.
That's not all. You're tightening your abs.
Yes, that's right. I love that. You know. Keep breathing. Okay, interlock your fingers behind your back. Okay, you're gonna first want to round on this one. I'll let you get all the rounding you want in, and then you're gonna go into good posture. Chest is up, shoulder blades are down and back. You're gonna move your head and neck around. So shoulder problems, because it's such a complex joint, didn't start in the shoulders. It started either down in your calves, something in your hips, or something in your neck. It didn't start in your shoulder. So that's why we're undoing it. Now try to move your hands away from your butt as you do the same thing. Keep your head over the top of the ball though as you're moving around on top of the ball. Don't forget extension. I know you guys love flexion. Life loves flexion. Okay, good. We're gonna come off the ball because we did enough pelvic floor work to do what we're gonna do next. Yes, this is for Abby. We're gonna start with the roller going into your right pocket. It's gonna go diagonal across your body. Your hips are gonna go down. Your shoulder blades, your left shoulder blade will be on the ground. Your right one will be on the roller. Your head's on the roller. Just get that far. I will help you, don't you worry. No. I will help you. I will help Annie and you. So, okay, so this goes in your right pocket. You're gonna lean back. Whoops, wait, come on. Okay, now lean back. Head goes on the roller though. Okay. Sit up, Annie. This side. And make sure your head's on the roller. Okay. Your left shoulder's on the ground. And as Mario's starting to do, you're gonna start taking your right hand over the top of your head and wiggling it around. Your goal is to break up anything that doesn't move, doesn't feel right, makes a funny noise, or grinds or clunks. Because what we're doing is stabilizing the scapula. So you have to move what's called your glenohumeral joint. This is the ball and socket portion of the joint. What happens is when we break down into bad posture, we start using the scapulothoracic articulation too much, and then the whole mechanics of the shoulder breaks down. In order to do what we're doing now, you have to turn on your lat and your back muscles, your abs, all sorts of good things like your pelvic floor, and relax your neck. Keep breathing. Okay, you're gonna take it out to your side. So you're going more 90 degrees to your body. You're gonna do circles out here. You could go in either direction. Notice if it refers pain to your neck or your elbow or even your opposite knee. And in fact, tighten your left knee as you're moving this right arm around. Something I learned from Maria. Keep your abs engaged.
10.
Okay. Now you're gonna take your arm across midline over to the left. And you're just gonna do arcs here. Arc, arc, arc. But try to keep your shoulder blade down and your abs engaged. What is that, 16?
8, 9, 10.
This is why Maria doesn't let me count money. Okay.
9.
9.
10.
Okay. Now your hand's going to go into flagpole position as you externally rotate and internally rotate. You're trying to remove crunchies and grindies. On pain, obviously. Keep your abs engaged. You feel pain, tighten your abs even more and see what happens. Make it go away by tightening your abs. Oh, this is such joyful music.
Nine, 10.
All right, awesome. We're gonna sit up. We're gonna do the opposite side. So you're putting the roller now into your left pocket. Both butt cheeks are down. Your right shoulder blade goes down. Your head's on the roller. Your left shoulder blade is on the roller. Just seeing if everyone's set up.
So I don't actually have to touch the ground. So
Yeah, you don't have to touch the ground, but we.
I don't understand.
You can. It's just easier to relax.
And it depends how wide your shoulders are.
Yeah, I have
But you want to be up high enough on the
the roller that it pins down your shoulder blade. Take your arm over the top of your head as you start doing circles and breaking up anything that's grindy feeling. I will come around and help you, especially if your name's Abby. Do not be afraid. There is nothing to fear but fear itself and a little bit of shoulder pain.
Don't forget the opposite direction.
Keep breathing. Keep smiling. Oh, good.
10.
10. Okay, good. Take that arm out to the side 90 degrees to your body as you do the same thing. Jaws relaxed. Nothing should crunch, nothing should grind, nothing should pop. If you feel pain, tighten your abs. And if it's still not going away, tighten your abs even more. Contract that right quad.
And opposite direction as well.
Yes, I knew that. Ah.
10.
Okay, take your arm across your body and you're just going to do arcs.
I feel like we're at a concert. Get your lighter out.
Is that 10 yet?
It's cell phones now.
Yes, that's the funniest thing.
10.
Okay, arm goes into flagpole position as you externally rotate, internally rotate. You're gonna be the cat in the Asian market. So in Santa Barbara, they have something called the County Bowl. And they had Dead Mouse, who's actually coming to play here. At the end of the concert, he's just like, I've never been to a concert where there's not a single glow stick because County Bowl hates glow sticks. And then as soon as he said it, about 1,000 glow sticks go flying at him.
10. 12.
Okay.
Actually.
What?
That was 12.
Okay, 12 is a good number. I had like 24, but anyways, you're gonna go now with the roller behind your shoulder blades. Y'all are gonna hate this, so just get used to it. It's gonna go behind your shoulder blades. You're gonna tip your head back first. Arms go over the top of your head. Do one arm at a time. You're gonna do circles above your head with your neck and extension. No one likes this because we don't do work on ceiling fans for a living. Or paint the Sistine Chapel.
10.
Just go back and forth. We're gonna do this a little longer.
Opposite direction.
Yeah, you can act like you're crazy. Keep your abs engaged though.
9, 10.
Okay, roll down the roller until it's under your head like a pillow.
Wait, we didn't do the other side, did we?
Oh, I was doing
did?
both sides. But let's
Oh.
do the other side. Since Maria says there's
thought
more,
you said
we will
one.
do more. I like her enthusiasm. Oh, I was doing both shoulders, alternating. She's doing one at a time. One is not better than the other.
Opposite direction.
Just the practitioner is one is better looking than the other.
I got that.
10.
Okay. Okay, roll down the roller until it's under your head like a pillow. We're gonna do the hardest part of class. You're gonna just say no. No. Right and left. If you find a sore spot, go ahead and try to roll it out, either if it's on the right or left. But the more important thing is ask yourself why it's there, because it shouldn't be there, because there should be no soreness in your neck. Now you're going to practice saying yes to get Maria into saying yes. As we switch out the music. which is always a good sign. Keep your abs engaged. Notice how quickly you wanted to shut off your abs because you feel like work stopped. The abs don't get to stop work. I was talking to two soldiers. They're like, how long do we have to keep our abs on? And I said, all day long. And they're like, at what intensity? And I'm like, enough that you can activate them if something comes up. And I said, you don't have to kill someone every day to be a soldier. But you ought to be ready to be able to, and that's what your abs have to be able to do. They have to be able to act given the situation. If they don't, you're going to compensate it into another part of your body. Say yes, Maria. Okay, now we're going to sit up, go on the roller lengthwise. That's why I got her saying yes. Otherwise, she would just lay on the floor.
I'm Maria.
We're going to lay on the roller lengthwise, butt on one end, head on the other. You're going to be like Snoopy on the top of the doghouse. Your feet are parallel, your knees are over top of your feet, your shoulder blades are down and back. And you're breathing. Just see what everything feels like. Feel what it feels like to have your feet parallel, knees over tops of your feet. This is athletic ready posture. Your legs are bent and they're active. Then first, second, third chakras fire up, lifting up fourth chakra, which is your heart, drawing your shoulder blades down and back as you get your head over the top of your pelvic floor. But more specifically, a membrane in the brain, a diaphragm called tentorium cerebelli. We want that over the top of the pelvic floor. Then we're going to breathe. Just feel what it feels like to center. See what it feels like just to feel. Feel what it feels like to receive. So much of our work ethic surrounds doing, go-getting, nose to the grindstone, that we forget how to stop and receive. Feel what it feels like to receive and see how energies start moving towards you instead of away from you as you're in this receiving place. And really, that's a big part of meditation, is being able to receive and appreciate. Gently roll off your rollers onto your back, see what the ground feels like underneath you. If you've done everything correctly, it should feel like you're laying in a groove, and that's because your back stabilizers have turned back on to stabilize, and your hips and shoulders are ready to move. Feel the core connection of pelvic floor, lower abs and upper abs. Feel what it feels like to have your shoulder blades down and back. guys have done an amazing job. Thank you for being here. Thank you for supporting. We appreciate your energy so very much and your presence. Thank you and namaste.
Namaste.
You're welcome.